No, she ain't on no, she ain't on no drama. She all about a comma. She all about a bag. She all about a cash. She all about a comma. So hold on, let me catch a breather. I'm looking at a diva. So what she needs to say is see you. I say I'm really pleased to meet you.
Alright, hey y'all, it's Egypt and I am back. Yeah, oh my gosh, I know, yes.
Boy, if you don't.
Anyways, so I'm back and this is a new background. This is actually the first time I'm filming in my own apartment. Yes, I have an apartment. You're like, oh my god, bitch, you had an apartment this whole time? Yes, I did. And no, I never filmed in it.
What the freak?
The reason you clicked on this video is to get some tips on how to get your own apartment. So I'm here to help you do what you need to do, which is to get your own place and get out your parents' crib or wherever you at. Shoot. So here are tips and rules and regulations you ought to know. Okay, so I moved out. So boom. Tip number uno. Okay, so I got my apartment last year. So I was living with my boyfriend and his family at the time. So what happened? Oh yeah. So I was living with my boyfriend. Actually, I was living with my grandma. Either way, I was living with one of them. And it was just time for me to find a place. Like at my boyfriend's house, I was real lax and chill. Like I stayed there for like a minute and I didn't really look like for a place. Like, but then again, I didn't have a job where living in New York, but no. Like, I don't know what type of money you need to live in New York, but if you're not making like at least like 17 or 18 or 19 or $20 an hour, I don't know how you'll live in New York, if I had to be really honest. And if it's like a full-time job, a part-time job, $20, that's not gonna do it for you. It's not. I'll be really honest. In New York, especially depending on where you want to live. So it depends on definitely what state you're trying to live in. I live in New York. It's expensive as shit out here. I'm pretty sure with the apartment that I have right now, I can get for $1,000 for New York, I got a studio. And that's rare. I live in upstate New York, so that's like rare. For $1,000 down south, well, bitch, you live in. Got a nice little 1-bedroom with a pool, patio, deck. Like, you got a whole lot going on. You got a washer, dryer. You got a dishwasher. Like, you got amenities. Know what state you want to live in and know your budget. And really factor in if you can really afford it. Especially factor in your other bills as well. Like factor in if you have a car, your car note. If you take the bus, factor in like how much money you spend taking the bus. Like it's all gonna be about budgeting at the end of the day. Because when you get that apartment, now you gotta pay the bills for the apartment. And you gotta pay for the electricity in the apartment. So baby, state. Know what you want. Do you want a studio? Can you afford a 1-bedroom? Because then you're getting more up in price, especially the type of space you need too. Like what type of space do you want for yourself? And be realistic. Like you could get a 1-bedroom and you know, that could be good for you. I got a studio because like, I don't know where I live. I live mad like an hour away from my friends. So it's like, I don't expect my friends to be driving up by me every damn weekend to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't expect that. I usually go down there anyways to chill. And also, honey, like, I wish somebody stressed the credit score situation. Your credit needs to be built up. You have to have something. I was trying to get an apartment with no credit.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like, nothing. Nothing but my car note. Like, the only thing that was on my credit was my car. And I always made my car payments on time. But it does, I think, I don't know what. I don't know. Your credit just needs to be good. Like, solid, like 650. Solid 650. Building, when I first started looking for apartments last June. So I was looking for apartments last June. You have to give them your pay stubs, social, and your credit score. So you have to do all that. You gotta get your credit report, gotta get pay stubs from your job so they can see how much money you really make. And yeah. So after you do all that, then you give it to them, fill out the application. There's sometimes an application fee that you gotta pay. So, and you might not even get the apartment. I even entered like raffles and stuff like that, but I wouldn't say use a broker, because then you have to pay like a broker's fee as well. I went through a property management and you just pay the down payment. You pay the deposit, which is your rent times 2. Oh, but you get the security deposit back when your lease is up and there's no damage to the apartment and shit like that. So keep your apartment A1. Just focus on what you have and make sure what you have is great. Like, make sure that your rent, they say make sure your rent is like 3 times of what you make, but what you make a month. And I think I make like not 3 times. I make like just like $200 under 3 times my rent, if that makes, like, you know, like, don't, but then factor in the rest of your bills as well, because it's like, yeah, ooh, I'm lit, so my rent's only half my money for the month. It's like, okay, boom, but my car note, oh wait, my bus pass, oh wait, my train, like, you gotta, and then your groceries, and then don't forget like your utilities bill, and then don't forget your freaking you want some damn Wi-Fi and some cable. Cable is some people I know don't have cable. I have cable. I just have like the minimum amount of channels, and I don't even watch the damn TV. I can really get rid of it, but like, say if I want to watch like Wild 'N Out or something, or MTV and stuff, like I watch like that. But I'll be on Netflix, Hulu, like there's so many things to stream that getting cable just seems like an extra cost for no reason. But I'm serious, you gotta factor in all those stuff to see if you'll be living comfortably or see if you're living like check to check. So when it comes to looking as well, like depending on if you're like a female or male, like if you're a female, you don't want to be living in like the roughest like ghetto hood neighborhoods. Like, I lived in a renovated brownstone, and if you walk up the block and like if you walk like 2 blocks down and make a right, another right, it is real hood, okay? Real hood. But I don't live over there, but like, you know what I'm saying, it's hood. So I definitely want to look into areas and stuff like that. My best advice when it comes to looking, and then look and really like consider everything if you feel like you can really afford it, because it is expensive. Like, if I could like live, my parents live in a whole nother state, so like if I could live at home, I probably would, because it would be cheaper. Like I tell all my friends, stay at home. It's cheaper. So living by yourself definitely has its perks. I get to, as soon as I come out the shower, I can walk around butt ass naked.
Bruh.
And it's great. And cleaning, keep your apartment clean. It's just you in here. I mean, my apartment right now is semi-cluttered only because I was just looking for a whole bunch of shit just a second ago. So it's a little messy, but I'm gonna clean it because tomorrow's Saturday. Clean every Saturday, put on some music, and just clean your crib. But yeah, those are my tips. Really, the most important thing is to know your budget, have a good credit score. Your goal credit score would be like 650, 630. I got an apartment with a credit score of 635, but I also made like way more money than, like, I made 3 times the amount of money that I needed for the apartment. So yeah. And yeah, y'all. So credit score, coins, and knowing your budget. Those are the top 3 things you need to know while apartment hunting. Know top 3 things, and then you know your location, where you would like to be, how far you want to be from your job, stuff like that, your commute, figuring out how bad the traffic's gonna be. Like, I know which route to take in the morning and what route not to take. Ooh, you gotta factor in everything. Know your budget, period. And that's it. Then you should prosper, find you a nice apartment. Try not to use the broker, but if you have to, go ahead. Just know that's an extra fee for you to pay, along with your security deposit and on your other fees you gotta pay for and whatnot. So yeah, honey bunny. So hopefully I help somebody. Okay, so I know I gave y'all some good tips. Okay. Because honey, I wish I had some tips when I was looking for an apartment. But I found one, and I'm very blessed and fortunate to have had my own crib. You know, get you a crib, get you a nice place for you and your belongings. You know, grocery shop for you and yourself, and yeah, you're gonna be all right. You will find that apartment. It'll be the apartment that you always wanted. Yeah, or the second one. But let's go for the first. Make sure your credit score. Make sure your credit score is high. Oh, good, decent, above average. Do that. And make sure that your job's paying you well. Yeah. Make sure that you factor in everything you need to survive for the month. And you should be good. You know, Godspeed. Thanks for coming. I hope I helped somebody. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Toodaloo, it's been great. I missed y'all. I'll be back with some more videos or whatever. And it's gonna be real cool, yes, honey. YouTube famous. Period. Thanks for coming. Come again.